Welcome to Downloading Your Photos from Scott Booth Photography. In this video, we're going to get a chance to learn how to use Dropbox. Now, in using Dropbox, what we're looking to do is we are looking to follow a link, make sure we have an account, and to actually download some files. So there's a couple of different skills that are involved here. One of them is to have an actual Dropbox account that you can log into, and the other skills, of course, is to be able to download the files to a place where you're going to be able to see them. So we're going to see here, we have my favorite type of email, and that's when Scott gets to email me some photos that he's taken. So I get this email that basically has a little link, and that is very similar to what people get, regardless if it's your photographer who's sending you pictures or if you're actually getting them from friends. Whatever it is, here we're going to get a link. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually click here, and when I click, it's going to open up Dropbox. Now you'll see that I have sample floor plans, sample photos, and some actual social media composites. So this is all online. This is what we call the cloud. It's not anywhere on my computer, so if I don't have an internet connection, this isn't going to work for me. So what I need to do is I actually need to download these. So if I was to click right here on sample floor plans, an example, you're going to see that I have 2 of Essex and 1 of Nahant. So if I was to click on one of them, you would see that hyperlink brings me right to that floor plan, and I can view it. And at this point, I'm viewing it. I haven't had to commit to downloading it to my local hard drive. I can see it on the web. It's going to stay on the web. Nothing's going to happen to it. And that's great because I can view this from any device that's internet enabled. Dropbox can be accessed from your phone these days, from a web browser, and it's not specific to browser. It'll work in Internet Explorer or Firefox or Chrome or whatever it is you like. So now what I'm going to do, now that I see that I want this, I'm going to hit the back arrow, and you'll see right here I have something called download. So I can download this as a .zip file, or I can save it to my Dropbox. So this is currently not my Dropbox. This is Scott's Dropbox, and he's sharing these files to me. So if I decide that I want to share it to my Dropbox so that I can log in and see them anytime I want, I can click Save to my Dropbox, and I'll click it here again. And you will see here up at the very top, Saving to Dropbox, and now I have them. So you'll see I'm logged on as myself, and this is actually my menu. I'm going to go ahead and move back a step. And I'm going to move back a step again. And I just want to show you that I can now hit download, and I can download this as a zip. So when I choose that, what's happening here is I have samples.zip. It's a compressed folder. Now the reason it's doing a compressed folder is because it's going to take all of the content for me and compress it into one folder that's a smaller file size, which means if you have slower internet speed, it's actually going to download a little bit faster. Now I don't want them to open up with Windows Explorer right now. I just want to save them. So let's click on Save File and click on OK. Now, depending on your internet speed, depending on the browser, this might take a couple of seconds. It could take a couple of hours. It really depends on the amount of data and what you're working with. And I'd like to notice, or I'd like to show you, that it says Show All Downloads. So if I was to click on Show All Downloads, you're going to see everything that I've been downloading, and it's actually in a Downloads folder. So one of the tricks here is a lot of people don't know where it went. And that can be a little bit stressful when you download it and never see it again. So we're going to give this a couple more seconds and let this finish downloading to the computer. And then I'm going to show you where your downloads folder is, and we'll be able to open it, uncompress it, and put it anywhere we want. So we'll see here, it is officially downloaded. If I was to right click on it, notice I can open the containing folder. Now I'm going to do this two ways. For one, I'm going to right click and open a containing folder because you might not be using Firefox. And I just want to show you that if you are in a different browser, it still goes to downloads. So if you'll look here at quick access, you have desktop, you have downloads. If you go to this PC, again, you've got downloads. So that downloads folder is used whether you've got Firefox or Chrome or Internet Explorer. So here I have my samples. And what I'm going to do is right click on it. You'll see I can extract all. And it's going to ask me where to put it. Now, I don't want these all in downloads because that's a folder I think of for temporary things. So I'll hit browse. We've got documents. Let's click on new folder. I'm going to call them, I'll call them real estate samples. And I'm going to select the folder and hit extract. This will only take a few seconds. And you will see there they are. Sample floor plans, sample photos. You'll see they're all in there, all three folders. So let's go ahead and minimize this. And I'm going to close out of downloads. And let's close out of this window. And I just really want to go back to this screen right here. So the whole reason, the whole method that brought me here was to click on a link that was sent to me so that I could take a look at pictures. Now remember, you can look at them online and never download them, or you can download them. So let's just do kind of a quick review. When you go to download, it downloads whatever you have on the screen. So when I hit it here, and I had three folders on the screen, it downloaded all of them. But if I was to go here to the social media composites and hit download, then it's only going to download the social media composites. Now remember, when you hit download, you can either save them as a zip file, and we saw that. A zip file is a compressed file, so you take all of them and compress them into one and it comes down faster, but then you have to extract it and put it somewhere. Or if you have a Dropbox account that you're used to using, you can save it right into your own Dropbox and keep it online without ever downloading it. So an example, I'm just going to do that one more time. I'll save them right to my Dropbox. And you'll see very quickly, and they land right there. So that's it. That's how you follow a link. That's how you download. That's the difference between the two downloads. And from there, you should be able to share an awful lot of files or gain access to some great photographs. Thank you for watching. I hope that's helped with all of your questions and downloading your photos with Dropbox. This has been a clip by Scott Booth Photography. If you have any questions, please email skadoozy@gmail.com.